always something, but it's okay to get more soon, hopefully, in Jesus' name. What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, I have not had a haircut almost 2 months, but it's okay. It is okay. Now today, I wanted to speak on something that all of us have been going through. And of course, I want to talk about the coronavirus. But there's actually one specific item that I really want to talk about, and that is unemployment. So for a month and 3 days, I believe, I've actually been unemployed. Before I was unemployed, I was working for a real estate development company here in Orlando, Florida, where I was in construction management. And I was on site at one of our properties that we acquired 2 years ago now. And I was on site helping out with the renovation, going inside people's units and working with the management company every day, just to renovate the whole property. And I absolutely loved it. It's something that I wanted to do for a really long time. I love real estate. I have such a passion for it. And I thought that's what I was going to be doing forever. But because of this coronavirus, I actually was laid off and no longer work for the company. I turned in all my keys, I turned in my computer, and I no longer work for that company, which was such an incredible company to work for. I have met so many incredible people. I've learned so many great things from that company, and I most definitely will use them in the future. But for this past month, I have been struggling to find a job, and I never expected to be 23 years old. So in my early 20s, looking for a job because of what we're going through now. And it's been really difficult. It's been really hard. It's been really challenging for me to even get up sometimes. To know that I'm going to sit at home and do nothing all day really just kind of frustrates me. It angered me for a really long time. And so my first 2 weeks of being quarantined and looking for a new job because of something that was out of my control, those were the hardest 2 weeks of my life. I was very frustrated. But these past few weeks, I've learned to be positive, and I learned to look at the bright side of things, and I've learned not to drown in my own sorrows, but lift myself up, because you have to do that, especially when you're home alone and it's just you and your dog. You have to make sure that you're positive, because it's so easy to look at the negative things. So I have 5 ways for us, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, if you're 90 years old, or even if you're in high school, because I know there's a lot of students, even college students, who are going through it right now because they're stuck at home. Some high schoolers are not going to be able to go to prom. It's their senior year. They're not going to be able to walk. Some seniors in college are not going to be able to walk. And you know what? It's frustrating, but I have 5 tips and 5 ways for us to keep the faith and be motivated. So the first one, like I keep saying, is be positive. You cannot go through life being negative all the time. Positivity just brings a whole new perspective to yourself. It brings a whole new perspective to the situation, and it brings a whole new perspective to everything that you're going through. If I wasn't positive through this situation, I literally would be on the floor in a ball, just crying every time I didn't get a notification that somebody was gonna hire me onto a job. I've applied to 175 places, and probably 75 of those places have not called me back or emailed me back, and the other 100 said no. But guess what? That meant that those jobs weren't right for me. And so that's how I have to look at it. Maybe a job will come up. Maybe the same job that I applied for on the first day is a job that's going to call me back. I never know. I have to be positive. I have to keep a positive outlook on my life. Number 2 is surround yourself with positive people. I'm a huge believer in Jesus Christ. I go to church consistently. I serve. Of course, I'm not perfect. I surround myself with positive people, the same people who believe what I believe, and also some people who don't believe what I believe, but people who are positive in their outlooks on life. I have great friends that I still keep in touch with, even through this whole quarantine thing. We may not be able to hang out, but I can FaceTime you 2,900 times a day, and my friends can attest to that. I will FaceTime you until you answer your phone. I mean, like, it could be 3 a.m. I'm just like, nah, we gotta talk, let's FaceTime. But having positive people in your life to keep you on track is so vital. I have friends right now who are also jobless, and one actually may even lose her apartment because she doesn't have any way to pay her bills, because she doesn't have a job and she hasn't had a job in months, but she's so positive about everything that she does because she knows she's going to get through the situation. It may not be peaches and cream and whatever right now, but she will find a way to get out of this, and God will make a way. So keeping positive people around you, having people to just speak into your life and speak positivity and speak words of wisdom into your life are so vital when you are going through a situation that you didn't even necessarily think you were ever going to go through. One of the biggest things that I can say is do not forget to laugh. It is so important to laugh through situations like this, and it's so easy for us to say, well, since nothing's going right in my life, I'm going to be miserable for all this time. But let me tell you something. I have made such incredible moments with this time. This past month, I have done more things that I have done in the past year. I've rearranged my room. I've cleaned the apartment 150 million times. I've talked to friends that I haven't talked to in so long because of this. Just don't forget to laugh. Don't forget that there's still a life to live. Like, we're not just restrained in our houses without jobs, just like, oh, I can't even laugh at that joke that somebody just sent me. I don't know about y'all, but my meme accounts on Instagram and Twitter have been blowing up. Like, well, not my meme accounts, but like the meme accounts that I follow, like the material on there, like the content on there is so freaking good. Like, people are putting in their work. I'd be cracking up. It'd be like 2 a.m. I'm just like, what the? Of course, that was a fake laugh, but I do real laughs. But just laugh. Laugh your way through this. It's so important to laugh. Laughter is the best medicine. It really is. Focus on what you can control. This situation, the coronavirus, you losing your job because of the coronavirus, is something that you cannot control. 10 years ago, I would have never thought that there would be a worldwide virus that's literally killing people because of someone eating an animal. I would have never, that would have never crossed my mind 10 years ago. Granted, 10 years ago, I was 13 years old, and who knows what a 13-year-old boy is thinking of in his head at the time. So, but I most definitely was not thinking of the coronavirus, nor of anything of that sort. Like, this is something that you read in a book. It's our reality now, and it's something that we cannot control. It sucks that people are dying, and it sucks that there are people who are going through it and are not making it out alive. That hurts my heart the most. But it's something that you cannot control. You cannot control this virus. You cannot control anything about it. What you can do is prevent it. There's a lot of things in your life that you can control, a lot of things that you can do consistently, like apply to those places. Look into changing your resume, look into doing different things. Do those things. I mean, you can control that. You can control how many places you apply in a day. You can control things that you look up or whatever the case may be. You can control those things. So do that. Last but definitely not least, look for the good. There's so many things going wrong, not just where you are, but throughout the world. But there's so much good going on. Like, there's so much good. And if you look for the good in everything that goes on, if you look for the good in everything that's happening right now, you'll be surprised that there's some things that are really breathtaking with the goodness that comes out of destruction. I promise you, there's going to be so many things that we learned from this, so many things that we get to experience after this is done that we would have never experienced because of what happened here. I find that me being able to be at home and being able to make videos or make content for you guys or make content and tell you guys that it's going to be okay is so rewarding to me right now, because I'm struggling too. I'm in moments where I want to give in and just break down and say, I may not be able to live the life that I once was living, but it's okay because I'm alive. I don't have the virus. I don't have, none of my immediate family members have it. These things are good. They're actually great things. So I have to be positive throughout this whole situation. It's so easy to throw in the towel and just give up. But I promise you, every time I want to throw in the towel and give in is when there's always something right around the corner that's waiting for me. So I hope these tips really help push you guys, really help motivate you. And like I said, I just wanted to be a beacon of light, a beacon of hope to you guys, and really just let you know that it will be okay. It's not easy. but nothing that's worth it is easy. I've learned that. Nothing that is worth it is easy, but everything you work for is rewarding. So guys, if you like this video, like to see more words of wisdom, or get more words of wisdom, just let me know in the comment section down below. And also leave your name. Leave a comment down below of where you're from. There's only like 20 of you, but it's okay. I'm gonna get more soon, prayerfully, in Jesus' name. Leave a comment down below and let me know. I would love to interact with you guys. Follow me on Instagram at The Nunnery Wesley. Also follow me on Twitter at The Nunnery Wesley. And I'll be happy to follow you guys back. Peace.